Yeah, of course. So, firstly, I very much like to thank Nystagmus Network for organising it. The thing that people might not know is that Nystagmus Network are pretty unique as a patient charity support group in that they are unbelievably efficient and get a huge amount done. They also help really kind of dictate the landscape, I think, for nystagmus research, which is quite unique. So we're very lucky to have the NN. And so big thank you to you guys for organising this today. Secondly, a big thank you to John for very much being the lead host. I've been his Robin to his Batman today, very much, probably even more than I would have been in person. But yeah, thank you to John. Thank you for everyone for organising it, and excellent talks today. And just a little bit of reflection. I think we've had quite a few of these meetings over the years, and it's fantastic to see that, as people have mentioned before, we're now getting people that are representing very different ways of looking at nystagmus than we did certainly 10 years ago, and definitely 15 years ago. So we're seeing now people putting computational models onto biology, people looking at it from completely different angles, which absolutely is the way that we get inroads into treating nystagmus and making lives better for people with it. And we can see that in all the other conditions that we do research on. So thank you to everybody, and thank you to John as well. Do you want to add to that, John?
Yeah, just a bit. I just would add in your testimonial to Nystagmus Network that, of course, they're one of our major sources of funding for the research that we do. And without them, I think it's safe to say that the research unit for nystagmus would not exist in Cardiff. And it has contributed to the training of new early career researchers, and long may that continue. And let's hope that as time goes on, that fundraising is made a little easier for the charities around the world, much less the UK. And I would like to finish by thanking the unsung heroes of nystagmus research, which are the participants, the people who actually have the condition and who volunteer to be subjected to all the poking and prodding that we do in the labs or in the clinics, where it doesn't relate directly to therapy, but holds out the prospect of a better understanding of the condition and developing either therapies and or a better understanding of its causes, so that we might actually be able to, if not prevent it, to actually slow its progress or to reduce its impact. So with that, I will close and thank everyone, all of the speakers who have contributed tremendously to this amazingly interesting and provocative, as I've said before, session on nystagmus research. I think I can safely say nystagmus research is well and functioning, and I'm looking forward to, as we always do, that these sorts of meetings produce more in the way of collaboration and being bigger than the sum of our parts. So thank you. And from Cardiff, we will say good night from where it is here. And thanks again to the Nystagmus Network, and of course, our crack audiovisual team, who have actually made this whole thing work seamlessly, despite all the challenges that have been presented from time to time. So, and also thank all of you who have persevered and watched us to the end. Good night, all.